All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I'm kind of having one of those depressing nights. Start thinking of some stuff, and yeah, it got to my head, and it's like it's something that shouldn't even affect me because it's something where it's like, well, I guess where I just see where I'm like no longer needed in a person's life, but it's like I still want to be, I guess. And that's why so I had made a tweet probably before recording this, and it was overall talking about like, loving people and stuff. And it's like something where it's like, it's a blessing to have a lot of love, but at the same time, like, it seems like it's a curse. Like the thing is, like, I don't want, and I guess, like, just speaking out of love, it's like, I don't want that blessing to be taken away from me because I feel like whatever you're blessed with, you got to make the best out of it and stuff. And with this, it's like, man, it's hard because, like, I'm not going to, well, the thing is this. I just feel like that I've been hurt a good portion of my life from those that I do love. And I mean, it's going all the way back to when I was a kid. Like, I can think of stuff where it's like, if I guess, how can I place this in words and stuff? Like, I struggle with this, but I'm like, I'm not trying to do numerous takes. I'm trying to just get this out of my system and go on about my business. I'm about to stream, like, probably, well, I'm gonna most likely end up brushing my teeth, and so I don't have to do it after stream. But no, overall, like, I need to get this off of my chest because I'm like, I just right now it's like, no, I'm struggling. I'll admit I'm struggling. I'm hurt. You see all the people around you where it's like they could just find love so quick and easy. Friends, like family, they just out here just in relationships, getting married. That's like one thing where it's, I shouldn't even feel like that. But overall, I guess, like, to get a little bit personal, my parents, they've been separated for some time. Like, I had to say, since I was in high school, they've been separated. And when I see them, like, come together and things, it's something that I want. It's like I've seen where it's like these guys have been with each other since before I was born, long before even my sister was born. And to see where it's like, even though that they have their differences in life, but they still can, like, come together because it's just that that love that they have for each other. I see that, and it's like, it's I wouldn't necessarily say it's hard, like, watching it, but at the same time, it's like, dang, why can't I have that, and it's like, then, of course, friends, whether it's people I know, like, through content creating or people I grew up with, it's like, you see them in the same thing where it's like, they in relationships, having kids. And then it's like, here I am, and I'm like, I've been doing the same stuff. And it's like, not that I don't like what I'm doing, with content creating, but I just feel like that's all that I got for me, But at times it's like, if I am going to be truthfully honest, like, content creating is something where it's like, I kind of have, like, not a whole lot of love, but I guess, like, there is some sort of, like, I love, like, doing what I'm doing, and it's like, it's something that it's like I just see that I'm gonna, it's something that I'm gonna keep doing. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna overall, like, quit or, disappear for a period of time. And then, like, no, it's just something where it's like, this is, what I want to do, but it just seems like this is all that I got, and it's like, I kind of want to just do something different, and I think that's probably why I have so many channels and I try to do so much content. Like, I'm overall, like, I just today, just, like, re-signed into some, like, TikTok accounts, and I'm planning on posting videos on there. But man, it, like, it overall, it sucks because I'm like, like I said, I want to do something different. I just want to live a different life, but at the same time, and it's, I don't want it to be like, I still want to do content creating stuff, but it's just, I guess I just kind of wish I had somebody here to do it with, where it's like, man, it's just, it's like, overall, like, the thing is, people, they always brag about being single. They brag about, like, oh, it's, it's, I'm so happy being single. I'm not one of those people. It's like, when you've been single for a long period of time, it's like, bruh, I just want to have, and I had opportunities. That's the thing about it. It's like, it was like, what, last year or maybe a couple of years back, I had an opportunity and I threw it away because it was like, it was just, overall, like, yeah, pretty much catching feelings for the wrong people and stuff. And it sucks, man. It really does suck, and that's why it's like, I just, I think it is best if I do just keep to myself, but at the same time, it's like, okay, like I think like that. And I try my best to motivate myself. Like, it's okay being alone. It's okay, overall, like, you don't need nobody here. And then next thing you know, I'm right in this position, depressed and sad, because I'm like, I ain't got nobody here. And it's like, as many times as I, post my cries for help and cries for love, and just overall having somebody I can talk to on a regular period, it's like, yeah, it's just, it's always, then it's just always on some dumb stuff where it's like, okay, I say things like this and then the wrong people hear it, and then they try to like just overall mess up my head with just some dumb stuff. And it's like, bruh, I just really wish I had, like, people that I could trust. And I'm like, that's for one, I just don't trust nobody. It's like I overthink every situation that I get into and stuff. And I'm like, man, it sucks. I'm like, where my mind is at right now. But it's just, it's the mind that I gotta live with. It's the mind that I'm just, gonna grow up with it and just, try to make the best out of it. It's like, I want to think that, okay, maybe at some point in time, like, all the stuff that I pray for, all the stuff that I ask for, like, manifesting it. All right, did I say that? I feel like I say it right. If I say it wrong, oh well. It's like, it's the Ebonics, Ebonics and depression. I'm like, it's not a good mix, but anyways, but no, like, it sucks, man. Like, it's just something where I just wish that I can stop. Like, it's just, cause that's the thing where it's like, I always thought, like, what is it like, crying tears of joy? And I'm like, and that's something where it's like, I think about it frequently, where I'm like, how is that feeling? Like, what is that feeling like, or how does it feel to just be able to look at a situation and you just burst out in tears and start crying? But it's like, you're happy, you're not sad, you're not angry, you're not, like, you are like full blown happy. It's like you've never because I feel like when I'm happy, it's always just at one level. It's not, like, okay, like, it's reached beyond that level to, yeah, where I have cried tears of joys, but it's just always one level. And I'm like, man, it's like, what is that feeling? Where it's like you go beyond that level and things. And so, yeah, and it's then then it felt like I do make these, like, tweets and these posts, and then people, they reach out, and I'm like, man, I just, I feel like they don't understand, even though that they will say that they do understand, and I'm not saying that they don't, but I feel like, speaking for myself, they don't know how I feel. They're not in my shoes. And because I feel like anybody out there, I don't know, like, a part of me, I feel like when it comes to relationships, like, there's a curse behind relationships, and I feel like that's probably one of the main reasons why, because part of me is thinking, like, well, what if it's, best for that individual not to be in a relationship with me? It's like, when I look at, like, just people around me and see how their relationships turn out, where it's like, yeah, they, breakups, divorces, all that stuff, and I'm like, dang, am I that person? Because I'm like, I'm seeing this so frequently. Am I, like, in that group? And I'm like, I don't want to be in that group. Like, I think of myself as a good person, so that's why, like, a part of me, it trips me out when it's like, I hear stuff, because I was telling somebody that the other day, how a girl had told me, well, yeah, it was actually the girl that I had, like, strong feelings for a few years back, but I remember there was a time when she told me that I was, like, that was too nice. And that's something that I sit down and I think about, and I'm like, what am I supposed to be, rude or mean? Like, I think I might have said this before, but I'm like, how do you just be nice? Like, the thing is, like, when I'm gonna just say this to people in case, because if that's something that you want to tell somebody, like, where it's like, oh, that's a way for me to, reject them. Never tell a person that they're too nice, because that's gonna really throw them off track. That's gonna just pretty much cause the whole train to derail, because I do not understand the too nice statement. That's what most people want. I don't want somebody that's gonna be rude to me. Like, honestly, like, if that's our thing where we crack jokes with each other, then okay. But I'm like, isn't that still being nice with each other? Isn't that still being, like, if I'm being rude, then ain't nobody gonna want to talk with me. But then if I'm being too nice, it's still the same thing. I don't get that. That's something where I'm like, I just wish that would disappear. That's something where I'm like, I don't know how to just be nice. Like, like, be nice but then insult you. Like, I don't, that I just, yeah, I don't get that. That's something where it's like when people, and that's something where I've never thought that with somebody. Like, if I see, like, all right, so here's the thing, the stuff that I've done, if I seen a girl doing that for me, like where she, she shows up, like, let's say if I was still working back at the cafe and stuff, she shows up, to my job, and she just wants to hang out. She just wants to, like, talk to me and stuff. She's texting me every day. She's, just overall, like, support my career choices and goals. She's doing everything possible to show me how much feelings, or how she pretty much feels about me and stuff. Like, if I see somebody doing that, I'm like, wow, like, I just, because that's something that I've never experienced. Like, I don't know how that feels. So to see, if I were to see somebody acting like me towards me, that's something where I'm like, I'm not gonna look them in their face and be like, oh, you're too nice, so that's why it can't work out. I don't, that's something where it's like, because then if it's something else, then it's like, I just, that's why I always tell people, it's like, communication is key, because that's what a person's gonna think. Well, I'm too nice, then I'm gonna go into the, next relationship acting like Future, being disrespectful, and be like, we're not, like, well, toxic, whatever. I just, I don't know why I named off Future. It's just, I just been seeing a lot of memes with Future and stuff, and then it's like, I ain't got nothing against Future, all right? Like, I don't know how relationships are with him and all that stuff, so I ain't gonna, jump to conclusions with him and things, but no, like, I overall just don't know how to, really feel about that statement. I'm like, I'm trying to think, what other things have I heard about me and stuff? Well, I think that, the most notorious one is me being black, and I'm like, that's just ignorance. A person can't control their race, and I'm like, unless they get some surgeries or bleach their skin, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Next thing you know, I got some illness, like when I'm in my 40s or 50s or something, because I'm out here trying to look light skinned. I'm like, and it ain't even gonna look right. It's gonna look like I'm been dead for like 3 weeks or something. So that's why I'm like, and people, and they just say certain things, I'm like, hey, look, just keep those types of things to yourself. It's like, and it's probably, that's the thing where it's like, even though I preach like communication is key, but if it's some ignorant stuff like that, then it's, I guess, like, if the person wants you to be honest, then yeah, be honest. But if it's gonna be some stuff like that, at least warn them beforehand and stuff. Because I'm like, without warning, and you hear some stuff like that, you're gonna be sitting down questioning everything around you, and it's like, why? Like, man, it's just where my mind is at right now. I don't wish it on anybody. I don't wish people to think like how I think, act like how I act, any of that stuff. Like, I know a lot of people may overall look up to me as, like, as a motivational person and stuff, and I'll say, like, motivational things, like, when I'm doing a podcast or a video, whatever and stuff. But, behind the scenes, it's just me, just another human. It's the, like, I like, the thing is that, I got my own problems that I'm dealing with, but yeah, I can't put it in that category as like, it's a problem, and everybody has problems. So I guess, like, don't overall look at me, it's like, oh, he don't have no problems, he don't go through nothing. It's like, no, I go through stuff like everybody else, but I just feel, I feel like, for myself speaking, it's like, dang, when is something good gonna happen? When is something, like, really, really good gonna happen? And I'm like, God, please. Like, I'm honestly, there's like that one scene from that Dave Chappelle movie. What was that movie? It was like him and his friends were like, they were like selling weed or something, and then there was like, he was impersonating somebody, but he was all like, Lord, if you can hear me, help. Because I'm like, man, nah, it's a struggle. It is really a struggle right now. And I'm like, I just, I want it to not struggle. I just want to be able to look up, and then everything is, because I'm telling you right now, like, with content creating, personal life, like, yeah, I'm struggling. I really am struggling. I'm not going to lie or, say that, oh yeah, everything is, it's just all sunny and good over here. But yeah, overall, like, no, I'm struggling. And it's something where it's like, I feel like that, people that's out here struggling, if you've looked at me and think like, oh, TMossBoss don't ever struggle, he don't ever miss, he don't ever, like, nah, he's one of the dopest people. I know he got nothing but happiness. And I'm like, maybe I do, and I just need to realize it more. But And yeah, it could be a situation where I am being selfish. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, then it's just overthinking it. And it's like, I guess for myself, like, I want happiness. It's like, I want to be able to wake up happy, go to sleep happy, and, not have it where it's like, just overthinking and depressed and all that stuff. And then that's what puts me to sleep. And then that's what wakes me up in the morning, and that's what gets me through the day. I ain't trying to have that no more. I just kind of want to just, be free from who I am and stuff. So I ain't trying to say no crazy stuff. I want people to be thinking like, oh, TMossBoss talk. No, let me go and check on him. Like, no, like I'm okay, but I just, I just wish life was just, I guess, a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe I am being selfish, but yeah, anyways, yeah, that being said, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for hearing me out and hearing my little venting session. Probably gonna, I don't know. I might do more, but anyways, yeah, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys. Peace.